All right, so here's the topic today. Sorry I haven't done one of these in a very long time, but I wanted to talk about this because it came up the other day and I wrote it down. So I got to talk about this. And nowhere near am I saying that I arrived and I have all the answers, right? I'm just pretty much letting you know what I observe and how I see it in my perspective. And then obviously you can take that, meditate on it, agree or disagree, doesn't matter, just food for thought. And so I was thinking about, man, I forgot what percentage, but it's a high percentage where Americans live paycheck to paycheck. I mean, it is a high percentage. And so the topic is about paycheck to paycheck, right? Obviously, I just said that. And so I'm like, man, what is this pressure, or what's going on in America to keep people living paycheck to paycheck? Because I feel like what happens, people get raises to get more money. Hey, honey, or hey, we got a raise, or hey, I got a raise. And then they're back to paycheck to paycheck. It's like, man, if I could just have $300, just $300 more a month, I'll be set. They get that raise, and man, if I could have three more, it just goes on and on. Like $300, $500, even $1,000 increase per month would change a lot of people's lives. But unfortunately, because of the mentality of paycheck to paycheck, it's not going to change their life. It's going to put them back to the same mentality, only they might have a little bit more things, but same mentality. And so if you haven't read this book, read it. It's called Thinking for a Change, I believe, by I think John Maxwell. Read that book. It's awesome. But it talks about a poverty mindset or a today mindset, and it talks about how a lot of people in the world of poverty in third world countries, they're looking to survive for today, not thinking, how do I save for the future? Because if I don't eat today, then I die, right? Which is obviously validated, right? I mean, that's pretty serious. But that's not what I'm talking about. So it's just this mindset, right? This mindset of like a poverty mindset of like paycheck to paycheck. And then I'm like, oh my gosh, this is why. And it's because we have products. We have tons and tons of products. Tons of products. New Nikes, Adidas, Reeboks, new shirts, a different, line of clothing each season, right? I mean, just new stuff over and over and over. And we feel like we have to get it. We have to stay up to date with the new stuff, the new Nikes coming out, the new Adidas, the new whatever, right? Product. We keep spending money on product, like people spending $200 on Jordans, and they're making $10 an hour. They're spending $100 a week on their clothing and making $15 an hour. Like, let's say you're making $40,000-$50,000 a year. Just plug in whatever vice it is. It's like you just keep spending money. And so this mindset of just trying to look a certain way, like, okay, you have Jordans, you have Nike, you have whatever, you look, your outfit's worth $150 or $300, but you live here and you drive here and you live like this. So you're trying to look this way, but in reality, you're really this way. And not that I'm saying if you don't have a lot of money, it's worthless. I'm not saying that's your value. I'm just saying we're trying to perceive ourselves to look a certain way, a certain image, which then will make us live paycheck to paycheck. Because we're trying to keep up with the Joneses, right? It's an old concept, keeping up with the Joneses. Who are we trying to keep up with? Well, it's the marketing. It's, the TV that we watch and the shows that we watch. Oh, that's such a nice outfit. I want that. Oh, I want to stand apart. I want no one, I'm going to buy more expensive stuff because more expensive means not as much people can afford it. So therefore, if I wear this $300 outfit, not a lot of people can afford that. Well, I can't really afford it. It took me 3 months to buy it, but I finally was able to get it. And then bam, I have it, and now I look a certain way. It's like, no, man. No, don't do that, because what's going to happen is you're going to continue to be in this spiraling, just downward motion of just continuing to be paycheck to paycheck, trying to keep up with everyone else and what they have, because you're allowing media, you're allowing TV, you're allowing these marketers. I'm a marketer. I own a marketing company, right? You're allowing all of this crap to be put in front of you and make you want it. Instagram, social media, whatever is showing you new outfit. Look at those shoes. Look at the way that guy's dressed. Look at that car. Look at that house. Look at the way that room looks like. Look at that, whatever. Look at that lifestyle, whatever, right? Get out of this poverty mindset. Get out of this I need to have. Like, think about that. Just look, take some time and look at the past 5 years of your life. And look how much money you made 5 years ago and how much money you make now. It may be decreased or it may increase, right? But so think about that. Think about how much money you made in the past 10 years and where you are today. Has your life improved? When you made more, if you were on the camp of that, you made more money, do you have more peace? Do you have more joy? Do you have more love? Are you kinder? Are you less anxiety, less stress? Like, think about that. And if you answer, man, I have all those things and I've made more money, then you have to start thinking differently. Okay, wow, I am no different than I was 5-10 years ago and I make more money. And then look at your closet, look at your garage, look at your things, look at your bank account. What are you spending your money on, right? And if you're spending your money on things that have no value, that you're trying to keep up with the next best thing, or you have nothing of value, then you're missing the abundant life. You're missing the point of enjoying life, enjoying people, family, friends, things that money cannot buy, right? And so live below your means. So if you get a raise, I'll get a raise. Now I can have this monthly payment. Or it's only $25. Oh, it's only $50. Or it's only $100. Well, then you start adding that up, $50 there, $100 there, $25 there, and then you just ate up your raise and you're back to paycheck, right? And so you get a raise, don't upgrade. You get a raise, don't upgrade. Because every time you upgrade, it's like you didn't even get a raise. It's like nothing ever happened. You just have more things, more stuff, right? So when you get a raise, save. You get a raise, save. You get a raise, save, right? Invest in things of value. Save money so that you are not living paycheck to paycheck. Or, I get it, saving $100 a month, $200 a month, it's not going to buy you a house, it's not going to buy you a car, but dang it, it's better to have $1,000 or $2,000 or $3,000 in your account than having nothing, and then when you're in a scramble, you're stressed out, and all that negative energy is on you, and then it's going to tear you apart. You can have fear, anxiety, anxiousness, stress, all that negative energy fall on you because you're living paycheck to paycheck. Versus if you had $3,000 in your account, then go buy a new shoe or whatever. I'm not saying don't do that. It's okay to have, shoes and all that stuff, right? I'm a fashionable guy. I love fashion. I don't do what I want to do, right, half the time, but I understand that. But get out of this paycheck to paycheck, this trying to keep up with everything. Living here in Hawaii, it literally strips that away because everyone's in board shorts and tank tops, right? No one cares about what you're wearing. They're mismatched. It doesn't matter, right? So it's easier to live that way here. But in the mainland or in places like Texas, where I'm from, not from there, but in Texas where I live for 27 years, it's very much like that. Like, what are you wearing? Dressing nicer and all, it's status, is whatever. Car you drive, house you live in, it's competitive. It's I'm better than you, and if you're not, then I'm gonna work to be better than you. Like, man, get out of that mindset. Because when you're in that mindset, you can continue to live in this paycheck to paycheck, and every time you get a raise, you're gonna look down the road and say, man, why can I not get out of this place? Why I make more money now than I did 10 years ago, 5 years ago, and I'm still in this crap? So I hope, if anything, this video just allowed you to just process, look at your life and see if, man, do I need to look at my life and say, I need to stop doing that? Do I need to start getting counsel, godly counsel, or just counsel from people who are good stewards of their money, good stewards of their time and energy, who have a plan and a vision? Just take some time to think and reflect on your life And if you are paycheck to paycheck and you're answered yes to anxiety even after raises, then you have to check yourself. If you're buying food, going out to eat all the time, whatever it is, right? You need to stop that. Meet with someone who knows, look for someone who's doing a better job with stewardship, and then ask some questions. I guarantee you they would be willing to help you if you would listen. Like, look for someone who's doing well in stewardship, because I didn't answer all the questions how to do it. I'm just saying, are you this person? And if you are, then look for someone to help you, because it's going to take someone to help you side by side to hold you accountable to make the right choices so that you don't live paycheck to paycheck. Otherwise, if you do it on your own, you're going to keep the cycle over and over. You're going to be an old person and you're still paycheck to paycheck with nothing of value, nothing to help you in a time of retirement or whatever it is, right? And so I wrap it up with, don't be that person. Don't let society and media and advertising manipulate you to want the new best thing over the new car, right? You know, I drive this car right here. It's 12 years old. Can I go buy a new car? Of course, I can afford a brand new M5, but I don't do it because this car is great. If I see a brand new M5 on the road, man, I'm like, dang, that's nice. And don't get me wrong, I'm like, man, it would be nice to go upgrade, but why? This car's perfect. It's got 150,000 miles, and it's still fun. I enjoy it, and it's great. I don't have to upgrade to a newer car, right? And so this is not something I'm not living, right? It's something that I am living, and man, the fruit, man, the peace, this car's paid off, like, put in my head at night with no anxiety and no stress is worth it, because I live below my means. I have people to speak into my life and say, Daniel, don't do this, don't do that if you want to be successful. If you want to prosper, do this. And I listen. And because I listen, then the fruit of my life is good. Not living paycheck to paycheck, not doing these things. And so I hope this helped you. I hope this at least inspired you to ask questions about your life. Again, this is my perspective. I'm not saying this is the answer. I'm not saying I know it all. I'm just challenging you with asking a question about paycheck to paycheck living. And then find somebody who can help you get out of that mindset. Tell me what you think in the comments below. I want feedback, man. I never asked for feedback. I really want feedback. I see people watching, 1,000 people, 2,000 people watching my stuff, but I don't know if it's good stuff, if it's inspiring, if it's helping. And so I hope it helps. And I'm on this journey. I'm 39 years old. I don't know it all. I just learned from people who've been there before me, and I just follow them. And I'm a man, that's a good steward. I'm going to follow that. So, mahalo.